All right, moving through further into our report, we're going to be talking about why coaching is the key. Now, we've talked about the low price WSOs the $7, the $10, the $15, whatever your price level is. We also talked about having paid membership sites, whether that could be a Skype room, whether that's a WordPress, whatever you choose, whatever level that you want. The point is not actually making money on the first 2, 3, 4 launches. It's about either breaking even, making a little bit of money, building that list, building credibility, and again, moving into the coaching aspect. Now, when you're on your sales page, this is where you can spend the majority of your time is actually not in the creating the products, but spend 2 hours at least at a time on each sales page. I would say at least 2 hours. I would say, in my case at least, because I'm fairly new to sales pages, it truly takes me anywhere from 4 to 8 hours. I don't do it all at one time. But your sales page is what people see first. Have somebody that's a trusted friend or a coach proofread and make adjustments to your copy. Get some input on it. If you have a mastermind you belong to, share it with the mastermind. See what they think. Get some ideas back and forth. Now, create some emails and excuse me, and load them into your autoresponder. After you've done this a couple of times, you will see that when you use the same email format each time, you can change the wording a little bit, putting new products in it, but you can keep the same template. It will make it a lot easier. All right, now, because the whole point is to extract a flood of new customers, not just sell to your existing customers, even though that is nice. You want to have a bunch of these $7, $10, $12 reports. Have them ready to go. Selling each one of them on $7 report, and then moving them up the ladder, expanding your offer with coaching or other services. Here's an example. So this is something you could say to them. So when you can have them buy the ebook for $7, then you can say, well, if you don't want to waste your time reading an ebook, for an extra example, $37, you can get these videos that explain the exact system to do this in a one-on-one coaching, say 30-minute session with me. They'll take you to the next level, make it easier for you, you'll be more successful. Or you could combine products. Another example, let's say you had a $7 report on how to make a product, a $7 report on how to make it market to your list, one on how to get traffic, and then somebody bought the one $7 report on how to get traffic in particular. And they thought, well, for a bigger price, you could all 3 of these reports in one, give them a discount. It's another strategy that can be used. The best way to get a higher price point, though, is to do a webinar and walk them through your product. Don't hold anything back. Basically, give them the product inside the webinar, and if they want the report and or the transcript, you charge them for it. Be different, stand out from the crowd. You're going to make more money than the guy who's just selling a report, and you're going to be able to place and position yourself through this to get the coaching gigs, to get the consulting where there's a lot more money to be made. You can truly have a $7, $10, $12 product, whatever it is on the front end, turn into a $97, $200, $300 product or more with this strategy. So again, you're moving them up the launches, you're moving them up the ladder when your membership fees and your coaching and so forth. You have a funnel in a smart way so you can move them up the ladder each time you expand or combine products into special deals. Now, maybe you don't have that set up yet, and that's totally fine. I don't have all facets of mine set up yet. That's okay though. I've got my membership. This is my third WSO that I'm doing the videos for now. Moving on the 4th one here in the next half an hour to an hour. Again, this is everything I'm telling you to do. I'm doing it myself. I'm putting out, in this case, I put out 8 WSOs. 6 of them were totally done except for a few videos. I'm making all the videos one time. Yes, it's all a good part of last night, off and on all day today, but when it's done, it's done. All the videos are done. Put them on the report, slap it out there, put the graphic, start selling it. You see what I'm talking about? Again, do things in phases. Do things when you have the time, but start one thing and finish it. Now, just like I just said, and it says it right here in our report, to do things fast, move on to the next thing, keep moving. Now, you need to have your marketplace awareness. You don't want to be guessing about what your customer wants, and you don't want to waste your time either. So you want to hang out at least a little bit on forums. You want to ask your list what they want. Do one-on-one coaching and find out what they really need. Find that common thread that's not maybe seen, that maybe you didn't think about. So maybe, give them solutions. Find a way, find out their problems, give them the solutions. Even though if it's not part of your original product, find a way to help them there, because that's what it's all about. It's helping people solve their problems. When you can do that, help them make more money, have a better relationship, whatever it is that you're offering to help them with that. You're building loyalty in your list. Now, your list is going to be your best source of traffic, because it's one of the things to post to a pay-per-click campaign or post an ad on a forum. But it's a whole other thing to go to your own list, who knows you by name, and type in a quick message and says, "Hi, here's where you should go to this URL. I've got a great product. My friend's got a great product. Here's where you should go buy. Here's what it can do for you. Why you should do it right now." Give them the URL. Do a webinar if possible. Keep perpetually launching products. But you need a way for people to see what you have. And it's no good to keep making products and not marketing them and not getting traffic. So you've got to do these webinars. You've got to do the emails. You've got to keep marketing. Providing value, of course, though. So you need, at the very least, when I got my start, I hung out in very high traffic forums. I was able to pay for advertising. You can put offers in there in front of these guys. You need the work ethic. You need to be disciplined to sit down, bang out a product, just like I keep saying, in a day or two, preferably in one sitting. Preferably, you want to make the product in one sitting and a sales letter in another sitting, and then all the marketing stuff another time. So don't think about your deadlines in terms of a day. I like to think of my deadlines in terms of time. So, like, for example, it's 9:55 p.m., it's 10 o'clock as far as what it says in the report. I need to make a sales letter done by 3 p.m. Not the sales letter needs to be done by Tuesday. It needs to be done by 3 p.m. Or I have it done by Tuesday, whatever the date is. But make sure you set that date. Follow it. Don't let anything else stop you from that one task. You'll be shocked at how much more you'll get done. I've done this system. I've read a lot of self-help projects and time management. It really boils down to doing what you got to do. You know you got to have a sales letter. You know you've got to have a product. You know that you've got to have video. You don't have to have video. That's not totally true. I've bought reports that had no video at all. I paid $19 for one on Kindle that was, I think it was 22 pages. Great info. No video at all. They've sold over 1,000 copies of it, so that's not totally true. All right, but I put videos, at least a few videos in every product that I put out. Now, you've got a pretty good idea of how we're doing this. Maybe it's going to be tough, but you can do it. You're going to have to focus on the 80-20 stuff. We talked about that earlier. Again, not 80% in creation. It's 80% in marketing and 20% in creation. So we know that there's a lot of stuff you can be doing that you've been doing just blindly that does just not, it's not getting the work done. So it's just that little tiny 20%. Perhaps it's actually making you the money or getting the most results. That's where you need to be putting your focus. Not on the 80% that's not working. Find a way to outsource that when you get a little bit of money coming. Find a different way to do it that it gets faster. Let's see. So maybe, for example, as far as your 20% that is working, maybe you're good at sales letters. Maybe it can be as simple as like a headline plus a few bullet points. Even if you spend a lot of time, you spend a long time on that, if that's all you do, you'll probably take about 1 hour of work, 2 hours a week, if you're good at it. Again, it takes me a little longer. You may be better at WordPress. You may be better at doing the email marketing. Find one thing, get it done, and move on. We're going to move on, as speaking on that, on focus on the niche, one niche, and your pricing. You're going to like this. There's some mistakes that I've made in this process. You can learn from mine. Bye.